I'm sitting with Chip Evans, a Democrat who is challenging incumbent Nevada Representative Mark Amodei for a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives representing District 2. Chip, thanks for joining KUNR.
Oh, it's great to be here again.
The economy is on everyone's mind. What is your economic plan? What's your vision for the economy here?
You know, we've made a lot of progress on our economy, but in fact, Northern Nevada really lags not only the country, but lags in the state. Even in some of the economies that look to be robust at the moment, they are so volatile. So we need diversification of our economy up here. I have a couple projects that I want to champion in Congress. The first is the green energy segment. There is so much that can be done in that area that we're perfect for here in Northern Nevada. The second, I believe that it's really time to develop a strategy for the country that would specifically help us, and that's to develop a high-speed data highway.
Public lands is also an issue here for
Yes.
Nevadans. So where do you stand on ownership and development of public lands, and how would you work those ideas in a federal capacity?
I want to make a very clear distinction. I do not support turning over big chunks of public lands to the state for the purpose of selling them off. There's just something fundamentally wrong with that. Our public lands are a precious resource, and once they're gone, they're gone. If we had every bit of developable land that's available already fully done, we might have a different conversation. But if I'm seeing a bunch of empty buildings and a bunch of empty lots and a bunch of closed down space, then, you know, let's focus there.
I know veterans issues are very important to you,
Yes.
and you've been very vocal about your support of deprivatizing healthcare for veterans. So can you just talk a little bit about that and some of the issues concerning veterans?
Well, first and foremost, Congress has a responsibility to our veterans. Our veterans made a pledge to us, and we made a pledge back to them that we'd take care of their, certainly service-related injuries, and we're not doing that very well. We've put our recent veterans through things that previous veterans never did. So many multiple tours. They go into places where there is no such thing as a safe zone. They have to be on high alert all the time. So I resent and absolutely find it unacceptable that Congress will not fund what's needed for the VA to do its job. And the idea of privatizing the VA, it's the height of stupidity in my mind.
What about civilian health care? Where do you stand on the Affordable Care Act?
The deal on that is this is not government health care. So people that are spouting that just have it wrong. This was an attempt at insurance company reform. The Republican Party basically said, we're not going to let Obama have any accomplishment at all if we can stop it. So we get this Affordable Care Act, a massive piece of adjustment to the healthcare system. It gets passed. And like any big piece of legislation or any new product, the very first version of it has warts, and pretty soon you see them and you say, it's not working here the way it intended to. It's not working here the way it's intended. But you don't say you're going to throw the whole thing out. You start to work on the problem. And in the business world, if you're not attending to the problem and working on the next one and solving this one and moving on, you're dying.
Where do you stand on the presidential campaign that you've seen so far, and how do you feel like that'll impact some of the down-ticket campaigns, including your own?
Well, I believe my own campaign is going to prosper from the fact that Mr. Amodei signed up to be Mr. Trump's chair here in the state of Nevada. We all can appreciate good team players, but sometimes you have to examine, am I on the right team?
Chip Evans is running for a seat in the U.S. House of Representatives against incumbent Nevada Representative Mark Amodei. Chip, thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you